Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Rune News. I am your host, Ryan, and as always, it's bloody good to have you guys here in the audience today. This week, Jagex brings many great fixes to Vulnerable Part 3, specifically with the Delve boss, and we're going to go through that list. Now, next week, they've promised even more fixes, a bigger list than what they've provided here so far. They're onto it. It was a fear that a lot of us had, like making sure we weren't sure if they were going to actually bring these changes, but they have smashed it this week. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. I just have one question for you all to answer in the comment section down below today, and that is with the Delve boss. What is your deepest Delve level, and what loot have you gotten so far in terms of uniques from the Doom of Makadal? My name is Ryan. Feel free to hit the like and subscribe button down below while you're there. I'd greatly appreciate the support. You're watching Rune News, and now for the Oldschool Runescape update right here on Rune News with Ryan. This is Rune News, and you're watching Rune News. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Valamore, bug fixes, and more. Pretty simple title. Let's go through the juicy details here. Number one, like 2 or 3 hardcores have died to the crab, which has a max hit of 1, so whoever is responsible for those accounts, you fucking suck. It was 1 hardcore and 2 group hardcore, man, I'm pretty sure. That's fucking embarrassing. Anyways, the Delve boss changes. So, Demon Bane spells are now 1 tick. The biggest change of all. Demon Bane spells are 1 tick on the grubs, just like melee and range, which changes fucking everything in that boss. Absolutely massive, so we're really happy with that. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have to be, it could be an Aram staff or a Slayer staff, that doesn't matter. It just has to be a Demon Bane spell, which is huge. They've also fixed the bug where if you were to loot the Delve boss like whole before you go down, it wouldn't always show the loot. You sometimes have to like close and reopen. I think that was for unique drops specifically. Kind of like how Nex, if you kill Nex, sometimes the unique drops like a few seconds later than the rest of the loot, and sometimes in a different position. Similar sort of bug, but they seem to have fixed that now, thankfully. We've also got an issue where the click box for the volatile earth nodes appeared before their spawn animation finished, so that's pretty big as well for a bunch of misclicks. Same with when Delve boss is charging up his shield. They've made that click box a bit smaller too, so you don't misclick on him trying to hit the worms, which is huge. And lots of real just decent changes that they've not only done this week, but next week they're going to bring even more changes. So for example, next week we can expect a raid style reward chest in the lobby. So if you claim and leave, but you don't actually claim, you just kind of say I don't want to delve anymore and you teleport out, your loot will be in a chest outside at the scoreboard, which is big for those that they're not thinking properly. You know, you're distracted or you're just exhausted from grinding this boss all day and getting fuck all. You can at least get your loot on the outside. Same with like the Coliseum. So Elite Clue Scrolls are coming to the drop table next week. Hopefully the level 8 Orb Special Permanent Rocks won't drop on players inside of the shield, which is fucking massive. They're improving the Delve boss's click box to reduce accidental misclicks, which is awesome. The Eye of Ayak will one-hit the Mage Grubs next week. That's the plan, at least anyway. The Eye of Ayak, the new wand, will one-hit the Mage Grubs. Big, and that's a profitable weapon to use in there because you always profit tiers if you get to like wave 3 or some shit. And my favorite to-do list item that they've got here for next week hopefully is that they're making the center of the shield orb clear acid as it paths. So just the center tile, not the tiles around it. So if you are walking with it or walking behind it, you can take advantage of that. It'll clear the acid, which is very nice quality of life. Helps clear up a bit of the map as well, which is good. They're stopping special attack energy regenerating between waves as well, which is fair because that's kind of how the Inferno and the Coliseum works. Completely understandable. Love that. Big changes coming next week. Fucking huge. Now, oh, this does work. Sweet. Apparently some tree was missing its trunk. No one gives a shit. But they've updated the antler guards to actually reflect the stats that they were meant to, having negative 25 defenses and 5 prayer. Not negative 25 defenses and 4 prayer. Don't know where that came from. Nice work there, Jagex. You can buy fletched shields for up to 18,000 at a time now, since you can use them to decorate the totems. And the Avernic treads, provided they have primordial boots inside them, can be used in your clue stash for, I think it's elite clue scrolls, in place of dragon boots. So glad that Jagex is onto that 1 week later, not 1 year later. Massive change. Otherwise, just a few little tweaks and changes here and there, nothing too special. They have a bank layout example here that they want to show. We'll have a quick look here. I'll just stand off screen. So they want to add this new bank layout where basically you press this little arrow here and it shows your potion storage and your gim storage if you're a group Ironman, or potion storage if you have it unlocked. And then that's about it. They've got all these different tabs down the bottom now to make it nice and kitschy, nice and easy for you to see, noted on or off. I think this bank tab layout does look a lot nicer. Pretty sure this is still a Rune-like feature here that they're having there. I don't think they're actually adding layouts on the side yet. I doubt it, at least anyway. I think they want feedback, but fuck knows where to get the feedback. On the socials, so Twitter or Discord or maybe even Facebook, who fucking knows? Merch, no one gives a shit about merch. Fuck that. Nothing in the other changes is really striking me as worth reading, which is typical every fucking week, so we'll skip over that garbage too. Sailing stress test coming next week, so if you see the sailing servers up, jump on quickly for 15 minutes or so if you really want to, and see if you can make the servers crash. That's really what Jagex wants to see. So if you're into DDoSing, that's your call. Didabit is going to be all over that like flies on shit. The shit being the shit he leaves in the street. I want to die. Anyways, LMS is no longer on Osworlds this week, so I guess Daddy's not getting racist till next week. So we're going to wrap that up there, and now we're going to talk about how to make some fat cash. Now that the Doom has come out, the Grand Exchange is in shambles at the moment, so let's have a look and see how you can make some money right now, right here with Wade Green in just 2 seconds on Rune News. My name is Ryan, you're watching Rune News, and you're watching Rune News. Unless you've been living under a rock for the past few weeks now, you'll find that Oldschool Runescape's got like 200,000 more people playing than RS3 at the moment. It's a brand new peak in player count. The game is as popular as it's ever been. The servers can't fucking keep up over in the US. They're cooked over there. Jagex is trying to work on fixing that. This is mostly because of World of Warcraft. Players, streamers, creators, they've come over to the game, they brought their audience, they're having a lot of fun, they're streaming great content, first time ever playing, and they're going straight into Ironman, which is ballsy, but the best way to play. Some of them even hardcore, some of them not using any fucking guides. They're going nuts. The content they're putting out is awesome, but we have a responsibility as the Oldschool RuneScape community. We have to protect not just this game, but the people that play it. So I think it's important that we do what we can to help keep these WoW players safe from what is always lurking in the shadows with Oldschool RuneScape. So if you want to do your part in not only supporting this game that you love and play every day, but also to support your favorite WoW creator or streamer that you watch every day, just send them this one clip and nothing will be more reassuring. Full stop, there's no debating it. World of Warcraft players and streamers, my name is King Condor. Lovely to have you here. Appreciate you guys coming to help and support the game. I have one message for you guys, and that is an important message that you must keep in the back of your mind whenever you're playing Oldschool RuneScape, because it may one day save your life. And that is that RuneScape 3 is fucking dog shit. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Grand Exchange segment for Rune News. My name is Wade Green, and this week, Zarak Crossbow, biggest item on the rise. Now, we're not doing the Doom items and the uniques at the moment because it's not fair to just throw on new items that are spiking. No shit, they're brand fucking new. But the Zarak Crossbow has been a key spec weapon in the Doom this week. The Delve boss pretty much started every wave with a Zarak Crossbow spec, and Bob's your fucking uncle. So Zarak Crossbow, big time to start farming next at the moment. GP morale just went up even fucking further. Big item. Definitely don't buy it at the moment, but look to sell and wait for it to maybe plateau downwards a little bit once the Delve boss hype dies off. Now, the biggest loss this week is the entire Inquisitor's armor set. Now, we kind of saw this one coming. Unfortunately, it is true. Give it a couple of months. It should bounce back and sort itself out, especially with raids 4 around the corner, because Jagex did tell us that this boss was going to be weak to crush and was going to bring a new Demon Bane crush weapon, which didn't end up happening. It is still weak to crush, but unfortunately, that doesn't really change much because meleeing the boss is almost fucking impossible. Even though it is faster than ranging the boss no matter what you do, it is just not practical to be stepping in and out of melee range flinching, especially with all that poison. So at the moment, until some sort of meta is formed or a change is made, Inquisitor's armor set is just not going to be the play. But for now, a prime time to fucking invest and buy because these will surely spike up eventually. Jagex will not leave Crush alone forever. You just have to wait. It could take months, it could take years, but 182 mil is a fucking steal for full Inquisitors. Another unfortunate dip is the Scythe of Vitur, which is the best in slot melee weapon on the Punisher phase in the Doom Delve boss. However, the problem here is, that's it. It's just for the Punisher phase. So it has dipped once again to 1.6 bill, but that does not mean it will not make a recovery. Still the most valuable Mega Rare in the game. Still likely to be the first Mega Rare to reach max cash stat. Although the T-Bow is catching up very beautifully because of the new Delve boss content. I guess we'll have to wait and find out. But until then, keep an eye on your scythes. We will definitely be holding the 24 scythes that we have banked up for now, just in case. And the Mole Slippers have plateaued out at an even 290k, which is the perfect time to buy because while the Avernic Treads are in, the Mole Slippers are not fucking out. They're just taking a warm hiatus, which is the prime time to buy because you might like the Avernic Treads, but they look kind of shit. Let's be honest, they're not the most flattering boots in the game. So what's the next best thing? Exactly. You goddamn right. Get your Mole Slippers today because they're cheap as fuck. Get your friends to buy the Mole Slippers so yours go up in value. Not a Ponzi scheme, by the way. And I'll see you rich cunts tomorrow. My name is Wade Green. Have a good night. Now, our first Iron Man moment for the week goes to the struggle bus, making sure nobody puts an Iron Man moment in after this guy here because he wants to make sure he is in this fucking video, and I respect that. So struggle on the struggle bus here, getting a Bandos hilt. Fuck knows what KC, but what we do know is he also pulled Tassets and BCP here. He's been rolling in the green lately. My man, Jizzy the struggle, absolutely fucking smashing it. Now it's time to go get Torva from next and just turn it all into, well, Torva, that's what it fucking does, so fuck it, why not start massing? Our next moment for the week goes to someone who I believe is an Iron Man. I can't see this fucking screenshot though. They just said 500 KC on mobile, but I feel like that Asian cunt from the community or whatever, it's like, I can't see the fucking screenshot behind me, and I'm not resizing this garbage because I don't care enough. Like, learn to take a fucking screenshot. It's 2025. You're clearly on a PC. I would have preferred you take a photo from your fucking phone and upload the blurry shit like, hey, rate my stats. So whatever you've done here, congratulations, but no one cares that you've done it on mobile. It's not that impressive. Now, our final moment for the week to end on literally a lighter note, more of a disco theme, if you will. I want to die. Overspec pulls the disco lights in Cox with the Twisted Ancestral Kit plus deck scroll. Not the most valuable purple that you want to see, but it is disco lights nonetheless, and a very positive light note to end this episode on. My name is Ryan. Hit the like and subscribe button down below if you haven't already. If you haven't, you're not going to, then what the fuck is wrong with you? I'll see you all next week in Rune News, or tomorrow, multi-streaming here on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick, but we will litter the Twitch streams with adverts, so make sure you come to the YouTube streams. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. Stay safe and don't do drugs. Or do, I don't care. This is the easiest room in the raid. It's quite simple. You got a big boy. Look at him, goddamn. Fuck me, look at that boy.